As I work my way west along the coastline, I'm going to stop here at Kudawella. There's only 13.5 kilometers, so this is a short section that I have to go. But where am I going? I'm going here to the blowhole in the sign you see behind me. It looks to be about 1.8 kilometers down to the coastline, and it's a blowhole that at high tide will blow water up to 80 meters up in the air. And that's really what I want to see. It's supposed to be amazing, just a very spectacular natural sight in this area. So you may be asking yourself, hey, wait a minute. Brian said he didn't go to the turtle sanctuary, but we saw baby turtles being released earlier in this video. That is correct. These turtles didn't come from the sanctuary, but rather a local restaurant there at Silent Beach somehow got some turtles and was releasing them. So yeah, sometimes you can see turtles when you weren't even planning on it. Before us is Kudawella Beach. This does look like an amazing beach. And we've even got the locals over there swimming. But if you look closer, there is just so much trash. I can't believe that anyone would allow a beach to look like this. But if it isn't popular and people don't come to clean it up, then they just don't pick up. It's kind of sad. It's still about 2 hours until high tide at the blowhole, and that's when it's going to be the most spectacular. So, of course, I gotta stop for some shrimp. Oh yeah. To see the blowhole, it's 50 rupees if you're a local Sri Lankan, but for us foreigners, 500. So apparently we're supposed to follow the instructions of safety regulators, but if any of this Ceylonese language is the safety instructions, I have no idea what it says. Well, we've arrived at the blowhole, but you need a combination of good waves and high tide, and high tide is still a little ways away. I have seen it jump up about 1.5 meters just sitting here, but I'm hoping for that 80 meter, but with the calm seas, I'm not sure if that's going to happen today. As we're waiting for something to happen, you'll notice that there's a safety barrier here, but you'll also notice that there's a lot of rock. And what makes this rock unique is that when the blowhole is really blowing really hard, it sprays all of this with salt water, which is why you don't have any vegetation here. Well, unfortunately, the conditions weren't ideal today to see these world-famous eruptions of water from the water hole here in Kudawella. But on good days, you can get the second highest explosions of water in the world right here in Sri Lanka. Hello, ladies.
While walking through the local village, you get to see everyday occurrences that you won't necessarily see in the tourist sectors.
Just a cat and a cow sharing a lunch together. Aww.
This tuk-tuk driver offered to take me to my destination just a few kilometers away. I'm just curious how he's going to try to scam me.
Okay, so that tuk-tuk I was just in, yep, scammer. I was going to take the bus here to Hiriketiya, which is where I'm going to spend probably the next 2 nights at least. The bus is 100 rupee, and he pulls up next to me and he's like, hey, jump in. I'm like, how much? And he's like, oh, where do you go? I say, Hiriketiya. And he's like, 100. I was like, 100? I was like, wow, I was going to give 200, but, you know, maybe I'm overpaying, but because it's only like 5 kilometers. And as we're driving, I'm thinking, okay, how's he going to try to scam me? Because the tuk-tuk drivers always try to scam you. We get there, and you know, so I pull out 100, and he's like, no, 1,000. And I'm like, 100, the word 100 and the word 1,000 aren't even remotely close. So I was like, well, no, you said 100, because if you let them scam you, they will continue to do it. And you got to take a stand. I know it's less than €3. It's not much, 1,000. But you got to stand up, otherwise they're just going to keep scamming people. So I was being nice, and I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you twice our agreed upon price. Instead of 100, I'll give you 200. And he created a big stink. And then I finally said, hey, here's the 200, take it or leave it. And so he took it, and then I went by a restaurant where I saw another traveler I'd seen earlier, and we were talking, and then he comes up, and then he asks for the 1,000 again. And I basically told him to go pound sand. I was like, no. And eventually, he just gave me the 200 back, put it on the table in front of me, and he walked away. So, but no, if you let them scam you, they will continue to do it, and it will reinforce bad behavior. So, and that's also responsible tourism, is doing exactly that. And we have arrived at Hiriketiya Beach. Oh yeah, look at those waves. You got surfers out there. I think I'm going to enjoy this. From the roof of my hotel, I can almost make out the beach and the surfers, but you got to look through a few trees, but you can definitely hear it.
Not a bad little room, pretty close to the beach, but this mosquito netting on the bed is ominous foreshadowing that I might get eaten alive when the sun goes down. While Hiriketiya Beach is full of surfers, that's definitely the place to go for surfing. Right around the corner to the west here is Tuk-tuk Beach. And wow, yeah, it's very tranquil, quiet, and clean. This is a place to go swimming if you don't want to get hit by a surfboard. Tuk-tuk may be a small town, but you know there's going to be a Buddhist temple with a stupa. And of course, there's no shortage of fresh fruit in this area.
Ah, that's refreshing. This coconut down on the beach is 400 rupees, but if you're down here in the city where all the locals are, it's only 100. That's quite a difference.
I decided to sign up for a Sri Lankan cooking class here at Rosie's place, and Rosie loves to cook. And of course, I'm here right now, even though the cooking class is later tonight, because, yeah, Rosie made me a dish. This was just on the house as a little thank you for signing up for the cooking class, and I can't wait to learn how to cook this plus other dishes tonight. We've arrived here at Rosie's for the cooking class, and some of her assistants are already prepping some of the vegetables.
Is it a particular type of coconut?
This is also good coconut oil. Yeah, white one more good. 2, 3, 4, 5. You and my roti later. I do medium way, okay? 4, 5, 6 years, very good. 5,000 francs. Oh. We cook.
So little frog.
Yeah, little frog. Cook. Idea? Yeah. We not roast in this, okay? We want just dry it. Yeah.
But in the beginning it tastes like
This? Rita ke? Mana me amba tikka pala denna?
4, 5, 6,
Mango.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Chili? I put for you just 2, okay? Chili? Normally we put 5, 6, I put for you 2. Garlic?
because this one will be my favorite, so
Yeah, garlic, onion. You come here. And fennel seeds, because when we eat meat, some meat, chicken, very fishy taste. Then in the end, I put some brown sugar into the pumpkin curry. You can do this. Prawns getting,
They're finished.
we do not very
yeah, soy sauce. Coconut soy sauce.
bell pepper with the prawn. After, now we add salt. This bit salty dish we do. Now we are going to make a chopsy and meal curry and that vegetable and the okra. Okay, not fake color. You saw that turmeric piece. I show you. Kosaman water, okay? We have to continue mix until finishing. You know why? If it is not, the milk come up and the pandan leaves, not more, okay? We fry it until golden brown. Three, four more eggs, dear. Three, more eggs. In it. Everybody like to come to my feast.
I understand why.
Yeah.
What does it say about you that you want to do that? Are there a lot of people that make insurance?
In fact, actually, it's more common for.
Hey Rosie, thank you very much for this great cooking class. The food was authentic, at least I felt it was, and really delicious. Thank you for helping us to get closer to Sri Lankan culture.
Yeah, and also today I had big tired, but with my cooking students, I got big energy because no boring. It's so good fun class. I enjoy that very much. Also, thank you, and I hope you do very well cooking and join in America.
Oh, for
I'll
sure.
do Sri Lanka.
I will.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks for
Thank you.
big love.
Thank you, Rosie.
And I hope see you one day again.
I hope so.
And tomorrow we come back.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Lots of love and bless from Sri Lanka, Rosie.
Thank you. Well, my time here in Hiriketiya is almost over. And of course, the day that I'm leaving, because, I got my backpack on, got all my stuff packed. Now the waves here at the beach are actually pretty decent. So this is a great place to relax and to surf. That's basically what Hiriketiya is about. The surfing is, well, it depends on your level of experience. The center and right side of the beach is more for beginners, and the left side is more for experience. And the experience is important because the reef in some spots is only 20 centimeters below the water. So if you don't know what you're doing, you could get hurt. You will have a lot of beginners here, so keep that in mind. When there are waves, I've seen like 30 people on one wave. So just, yeah, if that's what you like, then cool. If you like a little more space and maneuvering, if you want to do a couple more tricks and turns, then either find another beach or go over to where the experienced people are, but make sure you know what you're doing. But I'm gonna do a little walk through the town and show you some of the highlights. Behind me is one of the best restaurants here in Hiriketiya. It's Kingsley's place, and the food is not only authentic, tastes great, but it's so popular that you need to make advanced reservations and place your order early, especially for dinner. Otherwise, you may not get a spot, or you may just get veggie veggie curry and rice, which honestly I have had and it's really good. And one of the best parts is the prices are not touristic. They're local prices and it's just off the beach. About 30 meters away from Kingsley's is a place called Lemongrass. Now I've eaten here also and the food is really good, but like most places in Sri Lanka, give yourself lots of time because let's just say service isn't the fastest, but that's all right because we're here to relax. So on my way out of town, I decided to stop here at Rosie's again, just to say goodbye. And of course, she's having a brunch, and she invites me to eat, so of course I can't say no. And everyone that's here are former students who are coming here to eat. And of course, just like the yoga classes, it's all ladies. So guys, if you want to eat and dine with some pretty ladies, come here to Rosie's, and of course Rosie's beautiful herself. So come here, and Rosie's is awesome. So stop by.
Oh no. Where's the short gun?
She asked for, is she pregnant?